David, father, you are live in Last Respawn Show. How are you?
Hello there, Daniel.
Hi.
Well, Daniel, I'm not sure if you're aware of me, if we have ever run into each other before. But I know you know of my son, David.
Yes, I'm aware of him.
I'm also not aware if you've been keen to the recent events that have occurred on the show.
I got a VHS copy of what happened to your son recently. Yes, I'm assuming you saw it too, or got a copy.
Well, I'm quite frankly, I'm talking about the malarkey that has taken place on this show over the course of the past couple of years, specifically the past 2 months.
Okay. The past 2 months, your son was hosting the show. I don't even remember. I don't even know how I don't know where I've been.
Right. Well, allow me to fill in some of the blanks there, pal.
All right.
My son decided he was going to be a superhero with a sock that he called Xander.
Yes,
and
yes.
They formed.
Where of Xander? He's very real. I'm telling you right now. That's not your son. That is something else. I don't know what that thing is on. That whatever's on your son's hand, it's real. Like, it's not your son doing that. I'm telling you right now. I know it sounds Looney Tunes, but I'm telling you, sir. I swear on my balls, my testicles, my soul, my heart. This show is fucked up. This show is fucked up. I heard you were attacked by the Burger King.
You don't have to fill me in on how crazy and how full of malarkey this show is. When I say that, I don't, quite frankly, I don't mean that it's all a fake. I mean that there's a lot of drug-induced maniacs that have affiliation with this show, and it just so happens that my son is one of them.
It's not
whether or not that thing on his hand is real or not is a conversation for another day. We'll be here forever talking about that.
But you were attacked by the Burger King, were you not?
I was, and these bad people out there are very real, Daniel. Very real.
So you were attacked by the Burger King, not a man in a costume. The Burger King himself. He strangled your wife. He strangled your wife to death, and you shot him 9 or 10 times, and he walked away.
He did.
And you think you don't believe that some of this insanity could be real?
Well, I don't. I think a lot of it is real. I just think that my son has a little bit of a fucked up. Excuse my language. God forgive me.
Okay,
things have been a little hectic here, Daniel. Sometimes you don't know what to believe. Sometimes you see things. I've been keeping tabs on this show recently after everything that's happened. My wife, she was brutally murdered by these fast food corporations and their henchmen, and my son is yes, I may have disowned him during a phone call on this very show.
You told him he could never eat the delicious meal.
I told him he can never come home and eat roast beef for Papa. And guess what? His mama, that sure as hell ain't happening.
It broke him.
I understand.
He shot Xander.
I understand. Damn it.
What the hell do you want from me? What do you want from me, David's father?
I need you to tell those whoever's involved here, whether it's Guy Fieri, the DeadBite, the Cult of Last Respawn, all these darn people that I have no clue who they are, except for Mr. Fieri, and that's only because he's on the Cooking Channel or the Food Network, driving around, stuffing his fat face with food. But I need you to hear me out, pal.
I'm listening.
I've seen what's gone on. I've seen it. And I was trying to carry on with my life. My dear My dear Phyllis, she passed away. And my mama passed away too. The same guys that killed my wife killed my mom. And now my son has been. I was watching the other day, and my son is being trapped and tormented by people in masks, and God knows what else is happening here. And I can't sit idly by and just. Yes, I disowned him, but God damn it, he's my son.
All right.
You hear me, Daniel?
Yes.
I need to put a message out there to everybody that's watching this right now. Any of those bad guys, any of this cult, any of DeadBite and Mr. Guy Fieri, whoever's involved in this, I need you to hear me out right now, pal.
You listen. You listen.
The wrong people.
You listen.
They're messing with the wrong people. I've got God on my side, pal. And I've sent men to Jesus. Yes, I have. Okay? And I will send more in the name of my son. In the words of the famous Mel Gibson, give me back my son. I want him. Give him back to me. Sweet baby David, my sweet baby boy. I want him back. Give him back.
God damn, it's very touching. But David's father. David's father. You couldn't kill the Burger King. Do you understand what is our work here? They are beyond human. They are beyond our realm. I don't know what is going on with this show, but I'm drawn to it, and I've died several times. I'm a clone. You're talking to a clone of a man who doesn't remember how many times he's died, or if is the clone or the real person. I don't know.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, but the problem is that they're very real. It's not crazy. This whole world is real. This show is evil, Daniel. You need to watch out.
I know.
You gotta be careful, Daniel.
The chat,
they're gonna get you too.
The chat wants you to sniff some glue.
I'm not taking any drugs.
Just glue.
My son did a lot of drugs, and look where he is right now, pal. He's got wrapped up in all this.
Good boy. I mean, he's fucking psychotic. He's killed a lot of people in this show. It's alarming how many people he's killed on this show.
He's a complicated sweet boy. And
you know, he's killing them. Xander's watching half the time. Xander's just watching. Your boy's killer. He's gonna kill.
Well, sometimes, you know,
rules organic.
God had to destroy all the evil angels, and they became demons. Any of the angels that wanted to take sides of Satan, the devil himself, they were destroyed and sent to hell. Sometimes the bad people need to be destroyed.
Okay.
And I kind of understand where my son was coming from, but it took me a little while, Daniel.
Okay.
It took me a little while to kind of understand what is all happening here and what the message was, but the message is clear. Sometimes you gotta send people to Jesus, whether they want it or not. Sometimes you gotta take the law into your own hand. And he's alive, Daniel. I saw him in the video. He's alive. I saw him walking around, and he was begging for help, and some man in a pumpkin mask beat the shit out of him. But he's alive, apparently. Daniel, I need to know what I can do. How can I help? How can I help, Daniel? How can I help retrieve my son?
You just gotta wait.
I'll grab my Bible.
There's gonna be a time it all goes.
When that time comes, I need you to send me a message. I'm gonna be sitting idly by in my favorite part of the sofa, right next to where my wife Phyllis used to like to sit. Where we used to put on Kelly and Mark. And we used to watch that Mark Consuelos parade around with some tight pants. And boy, that Mark Consuelos, boy, he is quite a looker. He is like a Hispanic god. Now I watch.
David, wait. There was a PI that called into the show. I forgot. It was very early on asking questions about David. Did he contact you? This PI. Can't remember his name.
I've gotten quite a few phone calls, to be frank with you, about various things that I don't know. Questions about David, questions about Xander, questions about the history of my family. I've gotten some phone calls taunting me. I've gotten phone calls about a man trying to sell me some sex dolls. An Italian man. I don't know what's happening here. But listen, Daniel, I was watching the show. You be careful with that man, that Geppetto fella. He sounds an awful lot like the man that tried to sell me sex dolls.
Yeah.
And back in the day, a couple of years ago, it may not. People that watch the show, they may not. It may not sound so far-fetched because what I witnessed, one time, I once walked in on Dear David, and he was going to town on a doll. It was like a wooden doll, and he was having sexual intercourse, and he made love to a gauntlet on the show. Somebody's watching. It doesn't make sense. There's something here. What is real? Are we in the goddamn Matrix, Daniel?
I don't know. I don't know when the show started or when our lives started, but there's starting to be a. I don't see the beginning without the.
I need my asthma pump.
All right, all right, okay, all right. You okay?
God help me, Jesus! Jesus help me!
Breathe, relax. We're gonna find David. You just gotta wait. There's nothing we can do right now.
All right.
DeadBite holds all the cards. He holds all the keys. The game is in his court. We are waiting for him to make a move.
Daniel, I don't like that man. Daniel, there's something about him.
I know
there's something about that man. That man has the devil in him, and I don't know if the Bible can work.
I don't even know if he's a man.
I don't know what he is either, son.
He sounds like someone pretending to be something. Like a fucking game show, the range game show host. Weird.
He certainly likes to revel in people's pain. Daniel, I need you to do me a favor. I'm starting to lose hope.
Okay.
I'm starting to question my faith. I need you to tell me everything's gonna be all right. You've been through a lot with this show. If anybody's gonna figure this whole thing out, if anyone's gonna bring back David, if anyone's gonna make it all better, it all starts with you, son. It all starts with you.
We'll see. I'll do my best, sir. I'll do what I got.
All right. And anyone watching this show right now, please keep David in your hearts and your thoughts. He loves you all. He's always talked about how much he loves the show. And maybe I should have paid a little more attention to it. Maybe I should have loved him a little bit more. Maybe I should have been there for him. Maybe I should have done drugs with him. I don't know. Goodbye.
Wait, David.
Yeah, I'm here. Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone's crying. Someone crying right now. Well, a lot of crying in the chat. A lot of hearts for you. And I want you to hear something. And I want DeadBite to hear something. He doesn't have the balls to mess with me.
I'm glad you said it and not I.
So I'm just saying, if he had the balls, he would mess with me and let David go.
Well, that's quite admirable and honorable, Daniel, of you. I wouldn't lie. If I was presented with the opportunity to exchange places, you know, him with you, I would say yes. No offense, that's my son, but I hope that you and David can make it out of this together, a whole. And I'm starting to lose faith, but I won't give up. I gave up on my son before, and I won't do it again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Daniel.
Take care of yourself. Have a good night, sir.
Good night.